Today I'm going to give you a couple tips on how to not get scammed on the internet when you buy a Pokemon plush toy. There's no easy way to spot a fake plush, and I know a lot of people figure what's the harm in buying a fake plush if it's cute. For example, this one, very cute but very fake. And actually there is a lot of problems when you buy a fake plush toy. Not just Nintendo that loses money, or sellers like me, but besides that, you're also costing Nintendo a lot of money. So what they do to get back at that, they raise the prices, and that affects everyone. So anyone who says that buying a fake plush doesn't hurt other people, it does. So just think about it for a minute. So let's go to the biggest offender of them all, eBay, where at least half of the plush toys are fake. Pokemon plush toys anyways. So here we did a quick search, and here's all the Umbreon toys here. And at first glance it's very hard to tell which ones are fake. But one quick clue right here, you can tell none of these have tags. If you look, these are all stock photos. Here's one with a tag, this one's real. Now it doesn't mean it's, it doesn't mean if it has a tag that they're going to be real, but it's a big hint. These people are not showing the tag on purpose, because half the time they don't have a tag, or they have a wrong tag, or whatnot. So let's just look at one of these here. Okay, here we go. There's 12 bids on this. Very cute Umbreon, but this one is definitely not real. It's never been made. Here's a huge clue right here. First of all, the seller is Go90. Absolute fake seller right here. Hong Kong location. Big hint right there. Hong Kong and China, I hate to say it, are the worst two offenders by far. Here's another one here. Sellers in China. Sunny Mew. This person always sells fake plush. Okay, again, no tag. Big hint. No bids, but it's only $15. Buy it now, $20. This plush toy has been sold out for about 3 years now, and there's no way it should be this cheap. That's another clue right here. $19.99. No way. These sell for $50 to $60. Here's another one. Again, fake photo. This one, they think they're getting smart. They're selling it in the United Kingdom, which they usually do. America or Australia, United Kingdom, Germany, just to mix it up a little bit. Len Candy, another fake seller. Avoid this person like the plague. Again, China. These toys were not sold in China. They're all made in China, but they're not sold, any of them are sold in China or Hong Kong. These are only sold in Japan and America, and possibly England. They just released some new ones in America, but they're not sold in China. And here's an Eevee, okay, $10. I don't know if you can see this real well, but it's not a real one. Again, no tag. EC Transfer, this is the worst possible seller on eBay. Avoid this person. They have 25,000 feedbacks, which you would think is great. Again, Hong Kong. But let's just go to their feedback and check it out. Okay, lots of feedback. Look at these right here. 60 neutrals, 41 negatives. And if you look at their negatives, you're going to read comments like, I never received it, something's wrong with it, never received, smelled musty, not shipped for several days, terrible service, here's one, seller claimed the item was an officially licensed product and it was a fake. Here's another problem auction I found. Actually, this was sent to me from a guy in Germany wondering if his plush toy was fake. And you can see it looks really good. They don't show a tag. Here's clue number 1 right here. You can see Hong Kong. Bad sign right there. Then when you go down, everything looks good. It looks great. You know, the plush looks exactly the same as what I have. Here's the problem right here. The tag. There is a tag, but if you look at this tag, actually kind of hard to see, but this tag is the same logo as the Legends series, similar to the booster packs. This tag does not exist. The tag should look, here's mine, it should look like this. It's the round version of the Tomi Takarla tag, and it has Zoroark on it, which it should have because it's a new plush. On here, the tag does not match. What I told this seller is that the plush he has is probably identical to the one I have. The tag is wrong, which tells me that it wasn't sold the way it was supposed to be sold. In my opinion, somebody probably at the factory probably made extras and just put their own tag on them and sold them really cheap on the side, because he only paid 15 euros for this, and it actually costs a lot more than that to buy. So that was another hint that this one wasn't, you know, bought in Japan and the way it should have been. And I do get emails from people all the time asking me if they think they got a fake or not, and I'd be happy to check it out for you. I can't always tell from the picture, but here's another seller. Love Dream Store. And this is actually a German auction. And look at this. Here we go. 55 neutrals, 27 negatives. And these are all in German, so I'm not sure what they say, but negative, negative. Didn't read them. Some of these comments are in English. Never received. No money back. I'm going to give you a quick lesson on how to spot a fake Pokédoll tag. First, before 2008, I believe, all the Pokédolls had this kind of tag here. It was a triangular shape and it had Pikachu on it. This is a 2007 Weevil, and you can see it has a tag with Pikachu. It doesn't match, but this is actually how they all were. Every Pokédoll had the same tag. But these tags were really easy to fake, so what the Pokemon Center did in 2008, I believe, they made a star-shaped tag. It was red, and it had whatever the character was on the tag had to match the character. So this really messed up the counterfeiters because they had to make a different tag for each different character. Then in 2000, I believe it was 2010, they had a blue tag. So they're rotating the tags to make it even more complicated. And again, here's a Mincino plush, or Chilarmi in Japanese, and it matches the tag. So anything made after 2008 should have a matching tag. And what counterfeiters will do, they'll take, for example, this little plush made in 2010, and they'll put this tag on it, and right away you know it's a fake. Or they won't put any tag at all. The problem is, like, if you get an older plush, like this is a Tomi from quite a few years ago, back in 2004 or something, the Tomi tags don't match. It has the same tag for the Venusaur and the Blastoise and the Charizard. So this one is harder to tell. Then there's another kind. This is the UFO plush. These have strings on the head. Only these have strings. For example, a Pokédoll, an Eevee with a string on its head, is not real. Okay? And these do not have any tag except for this little tiny square tag that says Ban Presto. That's the only way you can tell on these. Okay, then Pokemon Center this year came out with these. Again, matching character, matching tag, and the round Pokeball version. These are what they're currently using. So I haven't seen any fakes yet with this kind of tag. And again, now Tomi got a little bit smarter here. And now Tomi's making a matching character, matching tag. So anything new should have the character on the tag. If it doesn't, you should question it. I can't say for 100% sure it's fake, but you should question it. The canvas plushies here have a Pokemon canvas tag, and again the character matches the tag. When Pokemon Center has special events, like this is the Osaka Grand Reopening, they'll have a tag, Pokemon Center Osaka, and a special tag. There's not much you can do when it comes to these, because they're going to have a different tag. Here's another example. The large Eevee had a special tag just for that character. But basically, the Pokédolls are the ones that the counterfeiters seem to be faking so much.
This is called
Pokezine.com.
This is actually my site. The article here, How to Avoid Bootleg Pokemon Plushies, is written by Masa Nakamura, who's actually a friend of mine. And I translated this. This was written in Japanese. But you'll see, like here's the infamous Umbreon plush is a fake. And here's the guide to how to spot a fake plush. Some helpful tips. And it's quite easy to follow. And if you just read this carefully, it should help quite a bit. You know, nothing's perfect. Here's a list of fake sellers on eBay. Okay, and here's actually a great article written by Fern Chu on the live journal, Pokemon Collectors. Here, live journal. Guide to identifying bootleg and factory reject items. Here's the, again, Umbreon, probably the most faked Pokédoll. Again, no tag. Pokemon figures. These are also commonly faked. Another thing with fakes that you have to realize, there's another thing, factory rejects. These are actually real toys. They were made at the factory just the same as the other ones, but there was something wrong with them, so they threw them away basically. And what these factories do is they'll sell them to eBay sellers for really cheap, you know, under $1 or $2, and then they sell them really cheap. But there's obviously something wrong with them. Like if you look at this one, here's Giratina. Okay. Now what's wrong with this? Okay, this part is completely missing right here. So, and a lot of people won't even notice. I mean, this one's pretty obvious, you'd probably notice, but these people on eBay are actually selling these, and they don't tell you anything's wrong with them. This is a huge problem, and that's another reason, even if you receive a real plush toy from some of these sellers, the reason it doesn't have a tag is they either ran out of tags, or they were only allowed so many, so they won't put a tag on them. Here, these three are oftenly faked. Espeon, Eevee, and Umbreon. And they look real, they have a tag, so wow, they're real. But, not. As you can see, Fern Chu pointed out, there's little problems here. Eevee has a string here, which only is for the Game Center machines, not for a Pokédoll. There's bad stitching, you know, you never know what you're gonna get. It's a factory reject for a reason, so, you know, it's not going to be perfect. Usually they fall apart, they're missing ears. You know, you may get a good one, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say 100% that you're going to get screwed over, but, you know, chances are pretty good you are. Here's another one. This is a Lugia doll. It's got a tag, but this is not a Pokédoll, so it should not have this tag. Here's Mew, not a Pokédoll, but it has the Pokédoll tag. So be careful with this tag. It's on a lot of the fake ones. This plush I've seen on eBay so many times, selling for $100 or more. It's completely fake. You'll see this one quite often. It's always from Hong Kong or China. This one, look at how long the neck is on this one. It's completely wrong.
And if you read again, she's got all the different sellers that are faking stuff on eBay, so you can be careful. Here's some sellers that are good. Basically, if you stick to American sellers, UK sellers, Australia, Japan, of course, you're pretty safe. When you get into Taiwan and Hong Kong and China, of course, these are all, you're gonna get a lot of fakes. So you can take what you want from this video. If you want to listen to me, you can. If you don't, that's your call. But for the people who want to know, I hope this has been helpful for you. And again, I'll put the 2 sites at the end of the video and another list of the people who fake things on eBay right after that. So if you have any questions, you can always email me at hardrockpokemon@gmail.com. And my website's on the bottom of the screen. You can also check that out and contact me through there. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you.